My wife and her friends thought it would be funny to leave me stranded in another state. Let's see. I should have seen the red flags before I ever agreed to go on that trip. My wife Lauren had been strangely giddy about a girl's getaway, but at the last minute, she insisted I tag along. "Come on, it'll be fun," she said, flashing that too sweet smile that always meant trouble. "You never go anywhere. Besides, we'll just be driving down to Nashville for a weekend. What's the worst that could happen?" I should have asked more questions. The drive down wasn't bad, though I quickly noticed how Lauren's friends, Tara and Michelle, kept whispering and laughing in the back seat. Every time I caught their eyes in the rearview mirror, they'd smirk like schoolgirls sharing a private joke. I brushed it off, thinking maybe they just weren't used to me being part of their plans. But I was wrong. The setup. We spent the first night at a rented Airbnb, a little too far outside the city for my taste. Lauren and her friends drank wine, danced in the kitchen, and filmed themselves laughing until 2 in the morning. I stayed quiet, watching from the couch, feeling like a guest in my own marriage. The next morning Lauren announced, "We're driving into the city. There's this brunch spot Michelle won't shut up about." We piled back into the car. Nashville was buzzing, tourists flooding the streets, honky-tonk bars blaring country music, street performers competing for attention. By mid-afternoon, I was exhausted. That's when Lauren leaned close, her lips brushing my ear. "Babe, do me a favor and grab me some aspirin from the Walgreens down the block? We'll wait right here." Seemed harmless enough. I nodded, stepped out into the heat, and went looking for the store. I found it. Bought the aspirin. Walked back. And my heart froze. The car was gone. Stranded. At first, I thought I had made a mistake. Maybe they moved the car around the block? Maybe parking enforcement had forced them to relocate? But no. I checked up and down the street. Nothing. I dialed Lauren. Straight to voicemail. I tried again. Same thing. I called Tara. Then Michelle. No answer. I texted all three. Me. Where are you guys? Car's gone. Me. Did you move the car? Me. This isn't funny. No reply. Minutes passed. Then an hour. The heat baked into my skin, and the noise of the city only made me feel smaller, more exposed. Finally, a notification buzzed. A text from Lauren. "Lauren. Relax, babe. Just a little joke. We'll come back for you later." My stomach sank. The waiting game. At first, I tried to laugh it off. Maybe they were just messing with me. Maybe they'd circle the block, pick me up, and everyone would have a good laugh at my expense. But they didn't come back. Hours dragged by. My phone battery drained as I refreshed my messages, waiting for another update that never came. By sundown, I was starving, sweaty, and furious. I tried calling an Uber, but my card got declined. Lauren and I shared an account, and she had a bad habit of moving money around without telling me. I didn't even have enough cash for a bus ticket. It hit me then. I was trapped. In a city I didn't know. With no car. No money. And no one to turn to. Something darker. By the time night fell, panic had set in. I wandered the streets, searching for a quiet place to sit. I found myself near the edge of downtown, where the crowds thinned out, and the neon lights faded into shadows. That's when I heard it. Footsteps. Slow. Heavy. Matching my pace. I turned, and a man stood half a block away, hood pulled up, face hidden. I quickened my steps. So did he. Every instinct screamed at me to run. I darted down an alley, heart pounding, only to find it was a dead end. When I turned. But he didn't come closer. He just stood in the shadows, watching. And then, as if on cue, my phone buzzed again. Another text from Lauren. "Lauren, still mad? We're just having fun. Don't be such a killjoy." I looked up from the screen. The man was gone. The breaking point. By midnight, I'd had enough. Rage overtook fear. My wife and her so-called friends thought this was funny. Leaving me vulnerable in a city where anything could happen? I swore then and there if I made it back, things would never be the same. I stumbled into a 24-hour diner, begging the cashier to let me charge my phone. She gave me a look like she'd seen this 100 times before and handed me an outlet adapter. I sat in the corner, charging my phone, sipping a coffee I couldn't afford. When it powered back on, I saw I had 12 missed calls. All from Lauren. And a new voicemail. I pressed play. Her voice came through shaky, nervous, not playful anymore. Babe, okay, listen. This isn't funny anymore. Something's wrong. Call me back. Please. The twist. I dialed immediately. This time she answered. Her voice trembled. Where are you? At a diner downtown. Where are you? She hesitated. We were not in Nashville anymore. My stomach dropped. What do you mean you're not in Nashville? We drove back. But listen, when we stopped for gas, this guy kept staring at us. Followed us. Tara swears he's been tailing the car for miles. My blood went cold. The hooded man. You left me stranded in another state. And now you're saying someone's following you? Her voice cracked. I'm scared. For a moment, silence hung heavy between us. Then, for the first time since we'd met, I didn't feel sorry for her. The choice. I had two options. Forgive her stupidity and try to guide her back safely. Let her sit in the mess she created. I stared at the phone, her shaky breathing echoing in my ear. And I made my choice. Lauren, I said slowly, remember when you thought it was funny, T?